Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat and welcome to another edition of KAPEHAN sa DABAW, held here at the SMCT Annex 2nd floor. We'd like to thank SMCT DABAW for again hosting our KAPEHAN, our weekly KAPEHAN every Mondays. Our KAPEHAN sa DABAW is streamed live at the Philippine Information Agency Davao Region Facebook page. Please like and subscribe our page, and also sa Kadangpan channel, no? Kadangpan Facebook page. Our guests for today, we have they will be discussing, no? Tarong buntag, digital careers and IT BPM Expo 2024. We have from DICT-XI 11 our Information Technology Officer, Engineer Albert Gabriel. He is joined by AMBIA GUIOMALA, the marketing specialist of Teleperformance. That's here from our guest, sir. Opening statements, engineer.
Okay, good morning to everybody. Magpasalamat mi o dako no sa makausap pa sa PIA together with SM. Dili sa kapihan to be your guest, and we would like to plug in one of the event of the DICT. That's gonna be on October 25, which is the Digital Career Expo and Digital Career and IT BPM Expo, which will be held in Mapua College. And as an opening statement on this activity, I would just like to inform everybody that the ICT right now is supporting the IT BPM industry, and we wanted to sustain it and at the same time provide those opportunities to our fellow people, especially here in Davao City. So we are aiming to advocate what are the opportunities of the digital careers at this time, and at the same time we wanted to position Davao City as one of the main hub for the IT BPM industry. Nakabalo naman po taon sa effect sa IT BPM industry. That is why we partner with the local with the academic sector and other stakeholders, especially with the IT BPM industry. AI bind on this matter. May buntag sa tanan day.
Okay, IT BPM means Information Technology Business Process Management. Yan din, BPO tawag natin. Yun ba yung BPO natin term? So we have from TP or Teleperformance, isa rin sila kasama sa Expo. We have representing Teleperformance, AMBIA GUIOMALA.
Yes, first of all, we want to thank PIA and SM Ecoland and of course the ICT Region 11 for spearheading these kinds of initiatives. So kabalo naman ta na Davao City is actually is not slowly becoming, but at a rapid pace is becoming one of the leading localities when it comes to becoming a powerhouse. Daghan kaya tag lahi-lahing BPO companies, startups, o daghan tag people who are getting more and more interested kani sa IT BPM careers. That's why kami sa Teleperformance, we want to position ourselves as we want to be very proactive nga makipag-collaborate when it comes to these activities. Kay kita raman magtinabangay, of course.
Okay, very dynamic ang ating IT BPM industry. Recently, ang Startup Weekend, bago lang yung nauma, Then we have Innovation Summit, I think it's coming November. 7. It's also kasali dyan yung IT natin, ICT. Sir Ambia, kasi we have, based sa figure 75,000 ICT workers sa Davao Region, Davao City. We are planning 150,000, and one of the sa inyong mga hiring, malakas inyong mga naghanap kayo ng mga BPM or sa IT BPM workers. Ilan po yung kamusta na yung ating mga workforce sa IT BPM, lalo na sa inyo, Teleperformance?
Thank you for that. But sir, right now, Davao City is very steady when it comes to our requirements sa aming workforce. Specifically, customer service representatives, kumbaga sa operations lang natin, ang headcount namin ngayon is around an estimated number of 3,400. May mga butal pa po yun. And we're growing every year at a steady pace po. So to give you an idea, for this quarter alone, mag-end na po ang 2024, pero we're still targeting to hire around more than 100 of customer service representatives. Hindi pa po kasama dun yung support roles. So every quarter, every year, we're growing and we're expanding.
Okay, si Armando may tanong.
Kay Engineer Gabriel. Sir, with regards sa may tabo nga activity this coming Friday, tama ba Friday? One day lang ba niya siya?
Yeah, basically, this is gonna be happening on Friday, October 25. So there's gonna be an expo for IT BPM industry. Actually, we partner with AI Bind on this part. No? Kaya nandito si Sir AMBIA ang TP. AI Bind is Association of IT BPM Industries in Davao. So that expo will be participated by the different BPO industry, member of AI Bind. And then in the afternoon, doon mangyayari yung Digital Career Awareness Program natin. So in the afternoon, magkakaroon ng Digital Career Expo. So there's gonna be talks from different resource person, especially stakeholders natin in the IT BPM industry. Also, we have a representative from the local government unit. They will be providing us information on what is the economic effect of the IT BPM industry in our local economy. And then the ICT will be providing also some of the data on how which the Philippines right now is positioning, kung ano yung mga statistics natin. And we will be also be providing also yung goal, yung sinabi ni Sir kanina na Davao City, Davao region, we are eyeing by 2028 to have 150,000 FTEs on the IT BPM industry and other digital career industry. Right now, based on initial survey namin, since kasi yung plan was started a year ago, we are around 80,000 na on that number.
Sa Davao Region na sir?
Sa Davao Region. And that's for the plan for the whole Davao Region. And yun yung ginagawa ni DICT right now, putting all the mechanisms, all those advocacy programs and partnerships with the stakeholders para maabot natin yung 150,000. So with this Digital Career Expo, we will also be showcasing what are the case studies and best practices of the ITBPM under the ITBPM industry, no? Because we wanted to encourage participants, yung mga attendees natin, which will be coming from, kasi yung mga attendees natin, we are targeting students currently enrolled on different colleges, and also yung mga newly grads na wala pang trabaho, and also those senior high also we are inviting them para they would be able to see what are the opportunities that is waiting for them when they graduate, and at the same time we will be also showcasing the best opportunities, no? Kasi we know that ITBPM industry provides higher salary, higher financial opportunities for, and I think Mr. Ambia can vouch for that. Now, we will be encouraging na pag-graduate nila, there's a lot of work that's waiting for them. The only thing lang is that we need to fill the gap between the industry and the academy. Kasi yun din yung part sa discussion on that Digital Career Expo in the afternoon on what are the preparations, what are the things that are done para ma-fill natin yung gap between the academic sector at saka yung industry needs. Kasi doon tayo nagkakaproblema eh. And it was, yun nga, last time when we had talked with some ITBPM industry, they said na out from 10 applicants, no? There's only 1 or 2 na mahahire nila because of that gap. And we are really doing some advocacy programs and putting all the mechanisms para ma-fill in natin yung gap. Para pag-graduate nila, they already have the skills. And some of the BPOs na intended to have these internship programs and other programs na makapag-enhance pa ng skills natin kasi doon tayo nalulugi.
Sir, ano po usually sir no dito sa atin sa Davao Region, ano po usually yung mga positions po no na related po sa IT industry, IT and BPM industry?
Si Mr. Amlakan.
Good question po, sir. Actually, we really want to educate a lot of our youngsters. Kay sir, actually daghan sa mga kabatanunan karon, they're unaware na when it comes to call center, or actually ang tamang term is business process outsourcing or business process management. Dili lang siya literal nga mag-answer ka o mutubag kag telepono or mag-ask ka, "Hello ma'am, sir, how are you doing?" In Teleperformance and here in AI Bind actually, our goal is to educate more people that there is so many career paths that we can take in the IT BPM industry. So you can be a customer service representative focusing on taking up calls from outbound, meaning coming from outside of the Philippine locality. You could even make calls. You can support your clients and customers through chat or email. So, dili nimo kinahanglan gamito ng imong tingog, o dili mo kinahanglan mo tingog. Chat or email, that's more than enough. Meron tayong mga ganong positions. And so many other platforms that you can learn kapag pumasok ka rito. That's why daghan mo good ang abi nila, dili nimo kayo magamit ang imong natunan sa school if you're gonna be a part of the IT BPM industry. Actually, that's what we want to address. Bukod sa lahat ng natutunan mo sa school, ma-apply mo sa IT BPM industry, meron pa tayong maraming kailangang matutunan in order to excel. So we're hoping na with AI Bind's collaboration with the ICT Region 11 and the local government unit, ay ma-address natin yung mga gaps na yun. So thank you.
In addition to that, the IT BPM industry does not only concentrate in customer support. Although, yung nature of work is customer support. But the thing is, right now kasi there's a lot of verticals that's happening in the IT BPM industry. Like for example, meron kasing may isang vertical in the IT BPM industry that specializes on healthcare. So those people that are working in the healthcare, that are enrolled to health-related subjects, when they graduated, can also work for that. They can still be practicing on their medical fields, but at the same time, doing remote job for certain hospital. Like for example, may mga accounts dyan na medical ang trabaho, medical transcriptionist, or ano pa ba yung mga other jobs on that part, no? Na medical records. So those people who can work on as to kung ano yung eskwelahan nila can still do that part, but engage in a digital career. So right now, when we say digital career kasi, most of the people's idea, pag sinabing digital career is IT people. But it's not anymore because it's open to all mode of body of knowledge. There's a business processing outsourcing for the banking sector. So most of those people na like business and finance na mga graduates, pwede sila maswak doon. People for healthcare, yung mga healthcare related na mga courses, ano sila doon. And then agriculture, there's a lot of things of that one. So that is why, isa din sa gina-push talaga ni the ICT right now is the integration of the ICT skills to any body of knowledge, especially in college and in high school. Kasi para pagdating nila sa end of their graduation they have those skills really needed for the digital career. Not only for the IT BPM industry, but also other work related. And they can build their career on that part. So, ICT right now is not really for IT people lang It's already for everybody.
Di ba sir, sa DA karon na sila yung mga apps on autoplan rise.
Yes.
Di ba na napod sila kuan kung about weather na nasa sarili.
Exactly.
So right now, murag kuan na sa murag isang asa na ang
Integrated na gyud ang ICT. So that is why we need also to that is why we're also banking to higher education sector na dapat i-strengthen gyud ang integration of the ICT to different courses because everybody is using ICT already. Dito naman gyud ta paingon. Dito pwede mo balik pa.
even sa mga content creators nagamit po sila.
Exactly. Even content creators, they're using ICT already. So, that is why we are here and we wanted to promote those activities para at least people can bank in on that and then they can create their career path on. with the aid of our ICT, ha?
Sir, good morning. Julius Papat po from Brigada News FM. Address lang ako sir kay Sir Ambia. Sir, unsa atong way nga para pangalagaan ng health sa atong mga workers sir, especially nga ang ilang trabaho kanang dili siya normal nga oras. So unsa atong mga ginahimo para ma-maintain ang ilang health nga maka-perform gapon sa ilang
It's a really good question, sir, because I think one of the apprehensions of people when they're applying specifically sa BPO industry or the BPO sector is the drastic change in lifestyle. Because even though, for example, there are a lot of companies like ours na we have different shifts, so day shift, mid shift, and graveyard shift, very common pa rin naman talaga na you have to prepare yourself to adjust sa panggabing klase ng schedule. And that makes you more prone to different kinds of sickness, right, or illnesses. And that's very timely, sir, because actually here, for example, in our company, Teleperformance, we always see to it that we partner up with different groups or different companies and other businesses that want to reach out to our sector. So, nung nakaraan lang, we had, I think, around 2 or 3 optical clinics. Optical clinics lang po yun. And we had one general diagnostic clinic that performed medical missions in our site. Hindi po namin, yung partnership namin was not just to give discounts or perks sa employees namin na kailangan pa nila pumunta doon. Pinapunta po namin mismo yung companies na yun sa site namin because we want to make sure na mas accessible sa kanila. And of course, yung mga mata na lagi nakaharap sa computer screens and staying up too late most of the time, we want to make sure that we take care of them holistically. So we also have mental health campaigns. We connect them with different kinds of seminars and talks to help them cope up with different mental problems that might arise from working in this kind of environment. So that's one of the goals and advocacies that we share. Kaya nga po in AI Bind, I just want to really emphasize that. AI Bind stands for Association of IT BPM Network in Davao City or Davao Region. So we want to make sure na we have a common goal of addressing these issues in most of the companies that are a part of our group.
So far sir, kung pila naka-empleyado sa industry karon sir, mga ilan na po yung empleyado po sa whole ng sector niyo po?
In Davao City alone, sir, we are at 3,400 strong. May mga excess pa po yun in Davao City alone. Pero lagi naman pong nag-expand.
Sir, follow-up question lang po. May mga nangangamba po kasi ang epekto ng AI o artificial intelligence. Wala po bang dapat na ikabahala ang sektor natin po? Artificial intelligence po sa sektor niyo po, wala po bang dapat ikabahala?
That's a good question, sir. Because a lot of people think na AI might replace the human, a lot of the jobs that people personally handle. Pero we wanna emphasize here, na AI will not replace humans. In fact, it will enhance whatever jobs humans do. Why? Because AI, when you pair it with emotional intelligence, is a very potent tool. So that's what we want people to know na you cannot eliminate the human factor in the things that we do, in the way that we serve our clients. AI might help, yes, we cannot deny that. Pero the human factor should always be there and it can, together po, they're very powerful. So we hope na we could have another platform to discuss the effects and power of AI and how we can cope up with it.
Last question na po. Okay, sige.
I would just like to comment din on number 1, yung first question yung mental health. I would just like to inform everybody that there's a tripartite council for the IT BPM industry in Davao Region. This is membered with lead by Department of Labor and Industry, co-chaired by the ICT, together with the IT BPM industry. So yung council na yun, they are the one in charge making, that's the avenue for answering those matters when it comes to mental health or anything that is within the IT/BPM industry. And then they convert it into a policy para i-implement ng mga ito sila. So yun yung avenue. And also, when it comes to the number of the IT/BPM industry right now for digital careers, the strength of the Davao region is around 80,000. Nasa 80,000 na ta. We're aiming for 150,000 by 2028. And then, yung pangatlo, I would just like to comment on AI. Actually, when we say AI, hindi siya, AI is a very potent tool yung sinabi niya. But the thing is, those people who will not adopt I think they might have a problem in their job in the next future. Kasi right now, AI will be helping people. So, since na-introduce na siya, it would need certain skills to use AI properly or to make it more effectively. So, the only thing we can do right now is dili naman nato mapugnan ang technology. So, the only thing we need to do is to upskill ourselves. No? And then study how to use it effectively. Kasi, for example, people who works on a traditional job, pagkapara na siya og tao nga kabalo same nga palo mo trabaho, but his job is integrated with AI, mas taas ang hireability ato niya nga skill. So that's the only thing we need to do. We need to adapt. So really, because it will open new sets of skills, new set of opportunities.
Okay, last question lang sir sa DICT sir. Since na tayo target nga to 150,000 ka worker. Sir, kumusta atong internet connectivity sa atong region sir?
So far for the region, actually this is a different but right now we are in the crafting of the PDIP or Philippine Digital Infrastructure Plan. So actually itong last week na launch na nila ang PDIP together with other regions in the ICT together with Telco. But as an update right now, itong connectivity program namo for laying out of fiber optic cable within Davao City for all the government agencies is nalatag naman namo, na-launch naman nato to siya. Hinay-hinay na namo ito nga gina-activate so that government agencies within that network can use internet, no? High-speed internet na siya. So far, mga na among ginabuhat karon sa DICT and also, we're trying to expand pa on our next plans, no? By 2025 siguro basta magdugang pa ng mga sites on that part. So naagihapon may infrastructure programs and projects for Davao region.
A pleasant morning to our distinguished guest. My apologies for my voice. Okay, I would like to ask in relation kay in-open up naman po nila Sir AMBIA and Engineer in regards to the AI. Diretso lang ko kang Sir Engineer Albert in terms na katong sa artificial intelligence aside sa BPO. There are some other companies na gina-adapt in relation sa information technology. However, katong uban nga mga tech-savvy nga mga companies na there will be a time na dili man siguro to pose as a threat, but what would you react about katong sa mga nagkaanam-anam na nagkadugang na mga companies na doon na sila yung mga IT, however na dili consistent po na kung i-adapt nila ang artificial intelligence technology po?
With that, no, so far, even not only the IT/BPM industry but other tech-savvy industries are adapting AI already because it's gonna it can cut manggod sa time when they develop. Like for example, in software development. Sa software development, pagbuhat ng codes, pagbuhat ka og isa ka software using programming language, kung mugamit mo kag AI, mas mapadali bigod siya. And then right now, there are companies that they create softwares that can create software. A program that can create a program. Yung naalala lang ginabuhat karon. And then they've been doing a lot because like for example, they can do a lot of programs or they can do a lot of projects in a certain period of time. Given a small time, mas daghan sila productivity. So dito mag-banking na sila dito. So that is why gani nga kung if you're not gonna adapt it, sooner or later, maulahi ka sa other companies that are adapting AI. Muna siya.
Actually, I ask this simply because naman ko'y uban nga kung i-adapt nila, mura man anang ubang mga human employees, tinapulan nga style, but how can they
Yeah.
be able to adapt it po?
Okay. Mag-upskill yun sila dapat on that part. But it's not all about, actually, you still need the basic foundation. Like for example, in programming, dili pa ka pwede magbuhat ka og codes diretso nga wala kay basic foundation on that. And then the academe plays a very important role on that, laying that foundation. Because like for example, mo diretso manggod ka, mura kag ambak ba? Mo diretso pag AI diretso, but you don't have lacking on the foundation. So more or less the effectivity or the how the quality of your output would also be based on your foundational knowledge. So kinahanglan lang yun. Ang the only thing is that they just need to upgrade lang yun. No? I-upgrade lang yun nilang skill set on that part. Kaya kung mabilin sila, kung dili sila ma-upgrade lang doon, like for example, so as I say, productivity will be affected. So, kung ako'y customer, mas gusto ko itong taas ang productivity. Kung ako'y employer, mas gusto ko daghang productivity. But with the same quality, di ba? Kaya lang.
Okay. Diretso ko na rin kay Sir Ambia bilang paggalan din po dahil minsan hindi nakakaintindi ng ating wika kasi English and Tagalog. I would have to speak in the language that is more comfortable to understand. In your humble and honest opinion, in relation to those BPO employees, minsan night shift, minsan day shift, but however, there are some instances na affected, you have opened up about the mental health, but what are the factors usually na sinasabi ng mga common problems na they have to face every day, the struggles and challenges, and of course, how can they cope up with such na para hindi maapektado at magkakadahalo-halo ang mga problema, bringing work and home po while they're working sa BPO?
Yes, actually, I'm unable to cite the specific studies, no, but it's actually proven that when you work in an environment that forces you to drastically change your sleeping habits, your sleeping schedule, it does have a direct effect sa mental health natin. That's why we all know sleep is very important. And when sleeping habits and schedules are affected, it has a direct impact sa mental health natin. So bukod sa mga programs and collaborations that we have with other organizations to take care of our employees' mental health, we want to make sure that we are always open to hear out whatever sentiments they have. That's one thing that we want to make sure, because aminin natin, we can never really prevent all of our employees from having their own problems po. And whether or not it will affect them at work, we can't fully control it. But what we can control is how we can address their problems. So whatever problem they have personally or at work in our company, in the premise of our companies, we have an avenue po. We have a specific platform where they can just file a specific ticket, give us the gist of the problem, and the specific departments involved will act on it. And all of these departments po, they have a specific turnaround time to make sure na ma-address nila yung problems. That's how we keep in check na hindi namin napapabayaan yung other sentiments na meron sila. Kumbaga, we're not just concerned with how they perform, because of course they will that's a given na po, di ba? Pero the sentiments, the problems that they have, we want to make sure that we take care of it as well.
Okay. Last on my part before I will shift to some other media friends who might ask questions, Sir Ambia. Of course, we understand that there are several events here in Davao. You are participating with the annual events of the Araw ng Davao and Kadayawan Festival.
Kadayawan.
But how does the employees being improved in being productive on their everyday work, especially if they attend such and they include such mga parades po with such?
Well, that's a good concern, sir. We want to clarify that all of these engagements that we have externally, sirs, they are never mandatory for all of our employees. But as you can see, very participative pa rin sila, because not only do we make sure that we give them the proper prizes, rewards, compensations sa kung sasali sila, and the proper encouragement. This is a way for them to vent out, a way to have fun. That's why, ironically, kahit nasabihin natin, pagod sila from their shifts and mamayang gabi may shift pa pero sumasali pa rin sila. In fact, nung nakaraan po, we just had our sports fest. Why are these still having very good participation rates? Because it's a perfect avenue for them to vent out. That's why, even though it may sound counterproductive or intuitive, we still see to it that we have these activities almost regularly. Sports fest, participating in festivals and external activities. Yun po. Thank you.
To Engineer and Zambia, may mga bago bang, because we are growing, may mga bago ba tayong locators? And yung sa inyo, sa TP, seat expansion, how many seats are we expanding? Kasi we're doing expo, parati tayong naghahanap ng mga ITBPO workers. At sino po itong mga bagong investor sa IT BPM industry na dadating dito sa Davao?
Actually, one of the part that we are trying to do right now is we wanted to sell Davao City, Davao region as a by ITBPM location. Isa sa ginawa namin is yung upcoming namin na RISE event, which is integrated siya sa Innovation Summit. That's regional ICT Summit and Expo in which we are trying to highlight ITBPM industry. So we're gonna be inviting ITBPM industry from other parts of the country to visit Davao. And right now then, we have a strong engagement with HIMAP, Health Information Management Association of the Philippines. Actually, katatapos na namin doon sa Tagum. Nag-conduct kami ng HIMSS Roadshow. So we try also to inform everybody na part of the ITBPM industry kasi is the medical sector na nangangailangan din sila ng mga manpower. So yun, we also invited some investors to go to Tagum City and looking onto the possibility that they might invest or they might locate in Tagum City as a hub for health information management system in the region also. And then kasama na din si Davao City. Promote na rin namin.
Yes, sir. I've given the numbers kanina na in Davao alone, we have more than 100 headcount na tina-target to add before the year ends. But in Mindanao po, in Mindanao kasi we have 3 sites. We have Davao City, Cagayan de Oro City, and we have a micro site in General Santos City. Yung target po na we have for all of these sites for Mindanao alone is more than 500 po. So halo-halo na po yun. We have people na tina-target namin to work on-site and people that will support while working from home. So we're hoping na we meet these targets before the year ends, and every quarter naman po nagbabago yung targets namin.
Tell me, how lucrative ba or kung yung isang BPO or sa inyo na nagtatrabaho, because sometimes minsan discriminate, call center, yun. But sa upper level, di ba malaki ang sweldo? What is the benefits? Anong yung average na matatanggap ng isang BPO na sa inyo? Maybe particular sa inyong company.
Ito, not specifically to our company, pero this is something that I think almost all of BPO companies share, sir, and that's why we had this AI bind and we collaborate with the ICT and we participate sa upcoming IT BPM Expo and Digital Careers Expo, because we want to let the public know na bukod sa merong career growth sa amin, just like any other sectors or industries, it's always a given that hindi naman po makadiscuss ng specific numbers or figures, no? Pero we always aim na we provide compensation or salary packages more than the minimum wage of the locality. So it depends on the locality, pero we always see to it na it's competitive in the sense that it's always a significant percentage above that. So we can't talk about specific figures, pero in general, I think that's how most of BPO companies compensate their employees.
Di ba may mga free food, may mga magandang lounge areas, may mga bakasyon, ay parang tinitreat pa, di ba?
I think, sir, these will fall under the incentives. So, very performance-based po kasi ang performance-centric. Kumbaga, if your performance backs it up, kung maganda yung numbers and yung productivity rate mo, hindi po nag-hold back ang BPO companies. Even us, we don't hold back in giving the proper incentive and rewards to our employees.
Yung sa AI ba yun ay 3,490 sa inyo lahat yung
That's with TP po.
TP na.
Teleperformance. Sir.
But yung sa lahat is 75.
Yes.
18 na this year.
But kasali din yung, kasi may mga iba freelance, nag-Upwork lang, Upwork, ano yung mga, for example, ako dati try ako yung may mga racket sa, kasali ba yun sa 80,000? Or,
Yeah, it's already included na doon.
so, kwan siya na, and may mga, di ba may mga tinatayo tayong eco zones, no? Do we have plans of adding more IT eco zones? Like, for example, yung sa may Damosa, then yung sa isang, may mga bagong locators.
I think that's under the local government unit on their plans. Pero actually, may PESA zone na naman tayo dito. And then the ICT is closely working with the city government for that, for coordination. Kasi we partner with the ICT, with the city government din kasi on all our efforts. Actually, city government is gonna be there for the DCE. Andun sila to give a speech also.
Kasi parang, I think may plano din I remember talking to councilors, na merong plano silang Silicon Valley, parang Silicon Valley, na may mga, aside from the Kiss Park, di ba, meron din yung planong Kiss Park sa may UP Mindanao na may mga IT BPM din. They're also planning parang Silicon Valley na area na gina-develop, na sites, no? Na may doon magtapok yung mga parang...
I think hindi pa na-mention sa amin yung city government, but they do have, right now, ang maibigay ko is, they do have their innovation ordinance kasi. So, part din si DICT doon on the planning, so that's why may mga efforts din on creating the ICT roadmap of DABAW as far as innovation is concerned. So parang innovation roadmap na present nila during one of our meetings. Pero hindi pa na-mention sa amin yung wala pa akong direct information about that. I think si Davao City can answer that.
So, kasi yung demand ba ng, because with AI, sabi natin, hindi na talaga nag-dampen because it is actually improves the human factor. No? Yung demand ba sa worldwide for IT BPM services increasing? Because we are also looking for more people. Kasi alos lahat ng mga job fairs na cover namin, they have IT BPM mga sumasali, no, vacancies.
Sa amin, sir, kasi I don't think na may negative impact talaga yung, at least from my own perspective, sir, I don't really see a very direct negative impact of AI itself because, in fact, last month, I think, last week in Manila, our Manila or Luzon sites actually just had this program wherein we really emphasized the collaboration or the partnership of or the pairing of AI and emotional intelligence of how it can really increase the productivity of employees and how AI is not necessarily a threat to the workforce because the human factor cannot be replaced now. But as Engineer Albert said, upskilling is the key because wala na po tayong magagawa sa pagpasok ng AI. In fact, we have some catching up to do in comparison with other states sa kung paano na nila i-handle yung AI. So, tayo on our end, bukod sa we must equip ourselves with the right emotional intelligence, we must also equip ourselves with the proper knowledge talaga and skills in how to handle and keep up with it.
Also the threat, the robots, no? Because the rise of robotics. Sa Japan, di ba, may mga lifelike na
Pero kailangan pa rin natin ng tao to design those robots. Diba? So even how complicated technology is, hindi pa rin mawawala yung human factor. Yun nga lang, yung old skill is not really relevant na. So there's gonna be new skills. So upskilling lang talaga yung pinaka-importante.
Okay, questions from our friends from the media?
Two questions lang kay, siguro both of you na lang. How many exhibitors ang join sa expo?
Our target po is to have 30 exhibitors coming from different companies here in the region under the IT BPM sector po. So, halo-halo po yan siya, sir. Merong call centers, merong startups, merong basta anything under the ICT sector. That's the goal of this IT BPM Expo. And thank you for asking that, sir, because we really want to encourage not only the students from different schools who are under the ICT strand or anyone who's just interested to see the opportunities in the IT BPM sector, sir. We want to let other companies out there who has not heard of the event or who is still not a part of AI Bind to register and contact AI Bind and even the ICT Region 11 to see how we could how they could be a part of that event.
So target na 30, how many pa lang ang naka-join na confirmed to go to the expo?
For now, sir, I'm not sure if I have visibility
Sige,
on
sige.
that. I'm so sorry.
Okay. When it comes to participants, mga how many?
We are aiming 500 participants now coming from junior high and senior high students, coming from college students, graduating students, young professionals, and also mga job seekers. So, yun yung target namin.
Sige. Thank you.
Sir, engineer, may isa sa issue yung senior high, hindi, di ba parang hindi daw employable, but sa kwan ba, pwede senior high ma-employed as ITBPM?
Yes, another great question because, sir, I really believe that the BPO sector is one of the most inclusive employers out there because in comparison with other companies, we do not filter out through lens of educational attainment or other backgrounds or that others may hinder their employment. Sa amin, as long as you have the right requirements and you are able to pass the assessments, you can be a part of our company and you can be a part of the BPO sector. For example, in Teleperformance, sir, we accept high school graduates, yung old curriculum. We accept alternative learning system graduates. We accept senior high. And we accept, of course, undergrads and college grads. And
OSY, out of school.
so we have
ALS.
specific programs in place for our other sectors na are out of school.
Meron din sa Manila yung may marami na ngayon Spanish speakers because malaki mong bayad. Dito ba sa Davao, meron tayong Spanish accounts? Kasi may narinig ako nag-Spanish na mga nakasakay sa jeep na nag-Spanish.
I did hear na it's very lucrative, no, in comparison with other accounts na if you're able to speak more than the English language. Yeah, Spanish, Japanese, I've heard of that. For Davao, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think we have bilingual accounts, but who knows in the future.
Okay. Since we're wrapping up the press con, ano yung ano yung makikita natin sa or highlight of this expo this coming October 25, no? 25. Dito, asan yun? Mapua. But the TP is dito din, bang inyong, dito ba ang office niyo? Annex.
So the highlight of the activity on October 25 is there's gonna be an expo. So most of the members of the AI Bind na mga IT BPM industry and coming from different ICT sector companies, no, they will be showcase nila yung company nila and then what are the vacancies that they have. There's no hiring but there's gonna be information dissemination kung ano yung mga skills na kailangan nila. Information dissemination to the people kung ilan yung kailangan nila. I think TP is gonna be announcing kung ilan yung kailangan nila. And then where to apply, how to apply, what are the policies, mga ganun. And then in the afternoon, there's gonna be a talks, no? Plenary sessions, highlighting what are the government mechanisms that they put to encourage people to sustain, and what is the effect of the IT BPM industry, and also at the same time it's gonna be like an information dissemination on the emerging techs also, and what are the other opportunities for the IT BPM industry. So that is why we wanted to encourage atong mga nagapaminaw na to din if they can go there, you're feel free to visit and participate in the expo in the morning or in the afternoon. And then they can also visit the Facebook pages of the ICT, AI Bind, and other IT BPM industry for registration, kasi doon namin pinost yung registration link.
This is the first event na ganito, no?
Yeah, this is the first event na nagkaroon tayo ng Digital Career Expo and IT BPM Expo in Davao City.
Okay, party statement. We'll start with AMBIA. Sir AMBIA, again, promote natin ang ating event.
So again, Teleperformance is thankful to AI Bind, to the ICT Region 11 Engineer Albert and our Regional Director Eva May, to Mapua, to PIA, and to SM Jansen for really being open to collaborations in spearheading the development of the IT BPM, and reaching out to the young demographic of the opportunities that they could have in our industry. So again, we will be present, or AI Bind will be overseeing the IT BPM Expo. It's first of its kind in Davao City, right in Mapua po. That will be in the morning, and you will be able to see all of the other IT BPM companies that you haven't heard of, or maybe are interested to get to know, and you'll see the opportunities that they have in store for you. So we can't wait to see you there. And in the afternoon naman,
in the afternoon, there's going to be plenary talks from our resource person from the IT BPM industry, from the ICT sector, that will be providing you information and showcasing opportunities in the global market as far as ICT-enabled industries is concerned. And at the same time, we'll also be having some talks together with the ICT sector, and what are the opportunities that they can. And the only thing is that for those people, we wanted to encourage you to attend that one, and just visit our Facebook page for the registration link, so that you can register going inside the campus of Mapua. So yun lang siguro on my part, and thank you very much PIA and si Becolan for inviting us here in the Kapihan.
Okay, curious lang sa AMBIA yung may expansion dito sa SM, may tuwan din ng TV because para may mga BPO din, di ba doon? Yes, sa may annex yung ginagawa niya na sa SM expansion, or
I think that, if I'm not mistaken, sir, that expansion is for NU.
Okay, thank you so much to SM City Davao at Krispy Kreme for delicious donuts and coffee. Tomorrow, Kapihan sa Bagong Pilipinas, National Irrigation Administration. 9 o'clock a.m. to 10 a.m. The Kapihan sa Bagong Pilipinas physical press conference will be held at the NIA office may Pichon, Magallanes, tawag ng Bolton Extension, before PhilHealth. Okay, thank you so much. Till next week, more relevant topics to be discussed. Thank you.